Hey everyone, Screaming Geek Me here. I am Jerry the Geek. Today we are going to talk about Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday. And it's a 4K here. But before we get into this, if you like physical media, 4Ks, Blu-rays, even DVDs, I talk about those once in a while. Check out my other videos on my channel because I do these reviews. I do unboxings. I do collection updates every month. I do different discussions. Check that stuff out. Hit the like button. Subscribe, turn your bell notifications on, and always feel free to comment below, let me know what you think of anything. So let's talk about the 4K of Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday. The movie came out in 1993, rated R, directed by Adam Marcus, and it has John D. LeMay, Carrie Keegan, Kane Hodder, he came back as Jason. Now, this is one of the questionable movies, entries into the Friday 13th franchise. I know I hated this movie the first time I watched it. It's, after, watching it multiple times, I do get it. It is a good story. But as a Jason fan, after all those years, you see Jason doing a killing, and the way they did the story of the whole body swapping is just, I felt cheated as a fan. I want to see Jason doing the killing, not all these other characters with the Jason persona. So that's why I hated it, and I still don't really like that aspect of it. It is a good movie. It's got some great kills in it. The story is there. It's cool, different direction for it, but as a Jason fan, I still not pleased with this movie. Kind of like how I felt about Halloween Ends. I felt ripped off because I wanted to see Michael doing all the killing, and I was like, it wasn't what I expected. I just felt, cheated. So this is the same way. I want to see Jason, not all these other characters. Now, the 4K here comes from Arrow Video. Came out just last summer, 2025. Movie was filmed in 35mm, finished with HDR10 and Dolby Vision. Now, this is where I'm going to get probably some hate here, because Arrow does incredible work. Honestly, everything I've seen from Arrow is incredible. Top-notch, stellar, stunning presentations. So with that in mind, I had expectations going in, and this did not hit those expectations. Don't get me wrong, it looked good, but it felt flat. The colors were there, but they didn't pop off the screen. They were just like blah. I really did not see any wow moments in this movie that stood out. Oh man, this looks freaking awesome. There was none. It just looked, it was okay. It was just not bad, but not great. For Arrow Video, this was subpar. So hate me in the comments below, because I was expecting more out of Arrow. This just did not do it. Now, comparing this with a Blu-ray, now I don't have the older Blu-rays. I've got the Blu-ray from the Scream Shout Factory set. So in its own, I mean, it looks stunning. Honestly, as far as visuals go, this is better than the 4K. Now, this does seem a little brighter, where the 4K is a little darker, gives you a little bit more atmosphere, where the brightness is pumped up a little bit, but the colors on this are so phenomenal. They feel so much more saturated than what the 4K does. But again, this is the Scream, Shout Factory, where the older Blu-rays probably don't look that good. I don't know. If you have some of the older Blu-rays of this, comment and let me know below how they stacked up with some of these. Now for the audio, they gave us a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 and a 2.0 stereo track. And just like the video, the audio track was kind of disappointing to me. The balance was off, which I harp on a lot of these. I just always try to give my opinion on this stuff. I try to be a little critical. And some of these, if you follow my reviews, some of these older movies, I harp on the audio tracks because they're not mixed properly. And when it comes to balance, and what I'm talking about, the balance, especially across the front. And so many times when the dialogue and stuff is happening in front of you, it should be coming from your center speaker. And like many other times with older movies, this has the same issue. As sometimes that stuff in the center, it bleeds off into the left and right speakers where it's right in front of you. And I don't like that. I was like, if it's in front of me, I don't want to hear it. It's like, why is that? Why do I hear it over here? It's in front of me. The dialogue sometimes bleeds off to the sides. I'm like, so yeah, they screwed up the audio track here. But in all fairness, the Blu-ray was the same way. So just the original track, the mix was not done right. So I don't blame the 4K. I don't blame Arrow for it. It's just the original track. They didn't do anything upgrade. They used the same 5.1. That was it. Some of the sound is kind of sounded unnatural. There were times that the surrounds were overpowering as far as the music and stuff, and it just felt out of whack. So the 2.0 channel actually sounded better. The balance was still a little off, but overall, I thought the stereo track was better than the 5.1. But again, that's just my opinion. And the Blu-ray had the same identical issue, so I don't blame Arrow for that. I just blame the mixes were not good on this movie. Now for the packaging, we got a slip cover here. It's got some nice spot glossing there. It's pretty nice. And we got the back with all the info. I take the slip cover off. Got the same design for that. You got the same info on the back. This does have reversible cover art. If you want the original, it's there for you. Now this is a 2-disc set. Both of them are 4Ks. You've got the original theatrical cut and the unrated cut as well on 4K. In which basically the unrated cut is just a little bit longer. It's just more gore, just more little violence. So that's definitely, if you're a gore fanatic and if you want the extra blood, you want the unrated cut. But also you got in here, we've got just a little advertisement. Oh, don't know what you would call that. Wild style for Arrow Video. Then we got a little booklet, corner stuff. Got some cool design. Got photos and reading material inside, so that's pretty cool. And then we got a fold-out poster. With the original artwork and the new commissioned artwork for it. Now for the bonus features, we got some new stuff here. We got Faces of Death is a new interview with special makeup effects creator Robert Kurtzman. We got a Undercover Angel, a brand new interview with actor Julie Michaels. Mixing It Up, a brand new interview with composer Harry Manfredini. Then the rest of the stuff is all archival. The Gates of Hell interview with director Adam Marcus. Jason versus the Terminator, which is has director Adam Marcus talking about growing up with the Cunninghams. Uber Jason interview with Kane Hodder on playing Jason. TV footage, theatrical trailer, TV spots, still galleries. Now, the cool thing is the brand new bonus features is actually done by Arrow and Red Shirt Pictures, which if you follow physical media, they've been heavily involved with some of the different things. Like they helped the Synapse with Trick or Treat that came out last year. So that was pretty cool to see there. They worked with Arrow and doing some of the, producing the bonus features. So to wrap it up, is this worth upgrading to? If you're nuts on bonus features, that is really the only thing that's worth getting this for. Because visually, I didn't think it was much of an upgrade over the Blu-ray. I felt it fell flat, and the audio wasn't that great. So, for me, bonus features is not worth getting this. If you don't care about the bonus features, and if you've got that Scream Factory set, I would just say stick with this. But if you do want this, it is on sale on Amazon for $23.59 right now. But if you go to Hamilton Book, check out all my retailer links below. Scroll down. They've got a shitload of Arrow and Shout Factory titles for dirt cheap. You can get this for $20 on Hamilton Book. And some of that stuff has been selling out. So if you want a good deal, snatch this up pretty damn quick. So that's probably not... So for $20, you can't go wrong if you want to get this. So that pretty much does it for my look at Jason Goes to Hell, the Final Friday on 4K. Comment below, let me know what you think. Again, if you disagree with how it looks, again, I wasn't fond of it. Let me know. Let me know what your thoughts are, because we're all different. I respect everyone's opinions. Again, I caught a lot of flack on my Dante's Peak 4K review. If you want to check that out, if you want to have fun and poke some fun at me, go for it. But anyways, comment below, let me know what you think. Check out my other videos on my channel, like, subscribe, turn your bell notifications on, and we'll see you soon. Geek out.